frugal chicken peeps. Get myself together. Unfortunately, I have to do this one in the cabin. There is electricity out here, but I haven't hooked it up yet. Unfortunately, I tried to get the thing that Mindy and I use on some days to show you what's going on, but I couldn't get it to work. And anyways, my husband and kids were being loud and obnoxious in the house. So there was no point in doing it in the house anyways. Hopefully you guys can see what's going on here. But here's what happened. I'm sure that if you're a chicken owner, this is a scenario that you can relate to. Our neighbor's dog got loose. The people in our area the people that have the dog, let's put it this way, the people that have the dog in our area are nice people. So this is just one of those things that happens sometimes between neighbors. Their dog, let's just say it got loose, but they didn't have it, they intentionally let it wander around wherever it wants to. The dog has come into our property a couple times, barked, and that was kind of it. So it wasn't quite such an issue. But today, the dog came over and chased my chickens and got one of my chickens. And it took us a while to figure out which chicken the dog got, because we have a lot of chickens. But we finally put together which chicken it was. There was a lot of feathers all over the yard. So we knew it got a chicken. We knew it got at least one chicken, and we knew it got it bad enough to pull chunks of feathers off of it. So anyways, so I wanted to come on live as sort of like a teachable moment to show you guys what I do when I have a wounded chicken. So I got my friend here, my beautiful co-star, who is not happy about being here. Okay, just let it go. Relax. My beautiful co-star here, beautiful buff Orpington rooster that I reared from the time he was a chick because I like him. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. We'll give it a try. Well, what you can see, though, is... There you go. You can see that. You can see that. That's what it looks like, okay? No tail feathers left. This is his tail right here. No tail feathers left. And some nice big gouges there. Hold on. I think you guys can see that. You can get the picture. So he's got it there, and he's got it up here, which you're going to have a harder time seeing that one. So there's a couple areas on here. For the record, I've already treated this, but I wanted to come on and show you guys how I treat it, how I handle it, and how I help them, just to give you guys sort of an idea. So obviously, he's missing a hell of a lot of feathers here. I'm not going to do the whole chicken saddle thing at this point because it's really not cold enough, and we have other options for that. And when they grow the feathers back, which he will at some point, we'll just give him a high protein feed. When they grow the feathers back, the covers, the chicken saddles can actually hurt them because it irritates those pin feathers coming in. So we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is just watch it, make sure it's not too cold, put him in an area with hay where he can just sort of, get warm with it. But what I do when I have a situation like this is obviously I flush it, I clean it, I take a syringe and flush it with water, warm water. We don't scrub it too much. And the reason for that is because you can irritate the skin more, the animals don't like it. So we mostly just flush with water. If there's dirt in there, we'll take just like soap, the regular soap, and just flush it out a bit. You can use like rubbing alcohol. You can use. I don't really use personally chlorhexidine because it can really kind of eat away the skin there. I don't use iodine for the same reason. It can kind of tear away at the skin there. So pretty much what I do is I just sort of flush it with warm water, and then I use. Let me grab this. Well, let me grab this. So what I use personally is a essential oil, oregano essential oil mixture with coconut oil. The reason why is because I don't really want to put this directly on their skin because it can be kind of caustic. I've never actually experienced that, but I always kind of put that out there. The other reason you want to cut it with something like coconut oil is because it makes it easier to spread around. So what I only use, some people recommend using 25 drops of essential oil. I use 1 or 2. I use 1 or 2 drops per tablespoon of coconut oil. That's me. That's been based on my experience. So other people will tell you differently. This is just what I do. The nice thing about that is that the essential oil then lasts you a while longer. You don't have to worry about putting too much, because with animals, we don't really know. We don't have a lot of evidence to show what is going to be too much, what's going to be too little. So I tend to go on the, tend to be more cautious about it, go on the lower end of things. I only use 1 or 2 drops. What I will tell you is that I've had very good experiences with that. So, sort of take that as my, I'm not a vet obviously, but take that as sort of like my just experience. More isn't always better. But that's what I do. I put it, I mix it with the coconut oil and I put it just directly on there and then just make sure everything's covered. So let me bend down and get this without freaking out my chicken. Okay, so really what I do, guys, this is what it looks like. What I do is I take a tablespoon of coconut oil, I melt it in the microwave so that it mixes with the oregano oil better. It just makes it more spreadable. As you can see, it's already hard on here, so just because it's melted. Don't melt it to the point where it's hot. I only melt it for like 30 seconds so that it's malleable, but it's not hard, if that makes sense. Because if it's hard, it's going to be hard to mix with the oregano essential oil. I just make sure that it's malleable so that I can mix it and then put it on the animal. See, it's already cold. It's cold here. It's already kind of cold. So if it's cold, do this, mix it. The friction heats it up a bit. And then just literally, guys, if you can see, this. Okay? I can't promise you that this is going to do anything other than make you feel better, obviously. I've had good experiences with it. Unfortunately, we essential oil people are kind of tied with what we can say, but that is what I do. I just put it directly on there. Now let me put him down. If you guys want to see his face, see what he looks like, he's pretty pissed. That's what he looks like. He's kind of mad. I found him in my rabbit pen. So the rabbits now are in you can see all of his feathers coming out. Look at this. We literally found, you see this, like handfuls. I could pick it up and it was like an extra chicken in my hand of feathers around. So you can see the feathers have been pulled out. He's healthy, he's still okay. We're not going to isolate him because I don't think the wounds are bad enough to merit that. I would rather he have a normal life. If something happens, if the other chickens are picking on him, if the dog comes back, obviously we'll manage the situation. But he doesn't seem to be really hurt by it, if that makes any sense. So I don't want to limit his ability to eat food and bugs and whatever he finds on the ground. I'm very, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm very sort of natural that way. I don't necessarily believe in coddling them or isolating them if they've been sort of wounded on a very superficial level. That being said, we have a hen out there, or a production red hen, that there's something going on with her. I can't tell you what it is. There's something going on with her. And I know this based on how the roosters are acting. When there's a weak chicken in the flock, the roosters flock to them and do their thing. Hi, Carol. Thank you. He's going to be okay. He's going to be fine. But anyway, so that particular hen we have isolated because the quality of her life, being out there with the other chickens is not good. His quality of life is going to be fine. I'm blurring in and out here, guys. So I'm not going to isolate him. What we will do, though, is we will treat the wounds twice a day. Thank you for the heart. We'll treat the wounds twice a day and just make sure that it's clean. If it gets dirty, we'll clean it out. But in terms of isolating him at this point, because he's not stressed about it, because he's not, in really any sort of pain that would merit isolating him, I guess that's the way I'll put it, I'm not going to isolate him. The thing I did want to mention, you see the feathers here, is that I am using doTERRA's essential oil. The reason for that is because I believe in the quality of the oils. You want to make sure that you get something that is pure oregano. What you'll find on Amazon and what you'll find if you go and buy these at Walmart is that it's going to be cut with something else and it's not going to be pure. The purity when it comes to doing, using essential oils with your flock really does matter. It does make a difference. I'm the first person to say it. It might cost you on the front end a little bit more, but guys, I bought this 6 months ago. I have used not even half of it. I don't know if you can't even see it because put my feathers down, but this is the amount that I've used in 6 months because you only use a drop or two at a time. So it's the kind of thing where you might pay a little bit more. I think retail, the wholesale, the oregano oil, I want to say it's like under 20 bucks. I have to look at that, so don't quote me on it. But I mean, 20 bucks to have it on hand so that when this happens, and if you're a chicken owner, this will happen. I'm sorry, it will happen. You know, having it on hand in an emergency like this to mix it with the coconut oil and then just applying it, it's well worth 20 bucks. It's, you know, and again, don't quote me on that price. I have to look it up before I give you the exact price. But, you know, so I go with the doTERRA oils again because I believe in the quality and the purity of it. For something like this, purity matters. If you're diffusing for the scent, purity is less of an issue. But if you're diffusing for the aromatic, you know, the aromatherapy aspect of it, the quality is going to matter. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this. I'm sorry the video quality isn't so great. I do have a new phone coming, so you know, the quality will be better. But I did, you know, you guys were able probably to see what was going on, and you heard everything that I said. So I hope that it has helped you. If you have any questions about this, go ahead and leave them below this video. I don't answer them. Sometimes Facebook doesn't tell me when people comment or, you know, whatever. So if you have any questions, leave it below. But again, what I used was 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, melted but not hot, just melted so it's malleable. And thank you for the heart, or for the like. And then two drops of the oregano essential oil, and I do use the doTERRA essential oil because I feel assured of their quality and the purity. The purity matters, okay? So thank you, Carol. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have any questions, drop them below. I will answer them. And I will see you guys the next time I have some pop-up spur of the moment chicken advice, okay? So thanks guys for watching. Bye.